A 19-year-old Southington man is accused of committing sex crimes with a child under 13 years old. Christopher Carnes faces charges for an alleged incident that occurred on March 29th. Braceville police have not released a report detailing more specific information about the alleged incident. Charges for an alleged incident that occurred on March 29th. Braceville police have not released a report detailing more specific information about the alleged incident.
A follow-up now to a story that we first brought you this week. Today, Trumbull County commissioners moved forward with a formal request for state and federal authorities to declare a state of emergency in the drug epidemic. This move follows an editorial in our print partner, The Vindicator, this week, asking them to seek more help in the county. On Monday, Commissioner Dan Polivka told 21 News that they would answer that call. Trumbull County saw a record number of overdoses, with 189 alone in the month of March.
The Neil Kennedy Recovery Center celebrated the opening of its newest recovery house. This sober living home sits next to the Neil Kennedy Recovery Center. It can house up to 12 women who no longer require detox services, but need a little bit more structure than outpatient services.
We want to make sure that as they go further in their recovery process, they can be introduced to life skills and quality of life early on in their recovery. So the houses serve as that opportunity.
With the addition of this home, Neil Kennedy now operates 4 recovery houses, 2 for women and 2. A liner truck caught fire in the parking lot of the Petro gas station. The truck, which is used to help maintain other trucks on the highway, stored tools, equipment, flammable oils, and a gas tank that exploded. Nobody was injured. No word on what started that fire.
Even though Robert Seaman brought his trial to a deadly and traumatic end that no one could have predicted, his attorneys are now detailing how they were planning to defend their client.
Michelle Nick joins us from the Mahoning County Courthouse with the Seaman defense. Michelle.
Good evening. In a statement released to 21 News by defense attorneys for Robert Seaman, they say they could not sit by idly and allow only the state's version to go by uncorrected. Prosecutors are convinced gasoline is what Seaman used to set the deadly fire on Powers Way, killing 10-year-old Corinne Gump and her grandparents. But the defense argues that on the morning of the fire, a canine trained to detect accelerants did not detect any at the home. At the time of the fire, Robert Seaman was on house arrest and monitored with a GPS bracelet. While the state speculates he used lubricant to remove it in order to set the blaze without being tracked, the defense claims the house arrest vendor reported no damage to his bracelet. As for the face burns, the defense claims the burns were caused by another inmate who threw liquid cleaning solution on Seaman and was seen entering Seaman's cell the day before the burns appeared. A medical expert with the National Burn Center with over 30 years of experience was prepared to testify that the burns were chemical and not flash burns as the prosecutors mentioned. The burn expert was also prepared to testify that the makeup that Seaman allegedly used on his face would not have covered up the burns. It was a sheer tint. And the video, the surveillance video from the Walgreens where he allegedly purchased the makeup, well, it shows no burns on Seaman's face as he walked into the store. Seaman had always maintained his innocence, and the defense believes prosecutors only looked at him and never explored other suspects or theories. With more local news, I'm Michelle Nix. On a side note, it's been only 2 days since Robert Seaman plunged to his death from a 4th floor balcony here in the Mahoning County Courthouse. And today, Judge Maureen Sweeney revised an order for another inmate's death penalty case. We're told he will be shackled and handcuffed both to and from court in the hallway, only allowing those shackles and handcuffs to come off in the courtroom before the jury walks in. Reporting live from the Mahoning County Courthouse with more local news, I'm Michelle Nix.